So we found a story online of a girl who claims that as she gets older, she actually somehow gets younger. It's super crazy. We're gonna see if this is real or if it's just a total lying scam.
I'm Petra from Serbia, and I have an
All right, hold up. Did you say Serbia? I am not familiar with countries very well, but I'm assuming this is located around this area.
extremely rare condition where my aging process is much slower than that of regular people. Like when I was 6 years old, I looked like a dumb 2-year-old
Is this what 2-year-olds look like? Their eyeballs point in different directions? I mean, I look, okay, I'm here for it.
toddler, which made people treat me like one. Because of my condition, my parents decided to
So what? She's probably like 58 right here in this shot. She's like literally a grandparent.
homeschool me till I was a bit older. I only got to hang out with other kids at the playground, and I'd get picked on all the time.
Dude, if you're literally like 1 foot tall and they're all like freaking legitimate giants from Attack on Titan, I feel like, yeah, they're probably gonna pick on you, but they might even eat you alive.
Because I looked so much smaller than everybody. Once, when I was
Wow, I can relate to that.
about 8 years old, I was playing on the slides in the park when a worried-looking woman came running to me. Sweetie, are you lost? No. Oh, poor
Yo, how old is she in these scenes? I wanna know like her actual age so that we can figure out if this is like is she like 15, 13, 7, 25?
probably can't understand a thing.
She looks
you
that
must
young?
be so scared. Do I look scared? And I'm not a baby. But she wasn't
What?
even listening to me. And before I
She
knew,
doesn't even look like a kid. Look how she's dressed. What kind of kid dresses that nicely?
I'm sorry, but this doesn't make sense.
she was calling over a policeman from the street.
God.
We have a missing child here, officer. Please,
Wow.
help her find her mom.
Look at that beautiful shot. Do you see how they just moved the camera down? That makes me believe this could be real. Who puts that much effort into a fake story?
Well, I guess Disney, but
Despite my protests, the policeman whisked me off to the station
Wow.
and started taking pictures of me
Why I'm missing 4 years old, maybe 3. So that must be how old they think she is. Okay.
for missing child posters. Oh my god, I know my parents' number and address. I live right across the street from the playground. And you guys kidnapped me. I finally joined school in the
Dang, can you imagine getting arrested just because you look young?
The minute I walked into the classroom, a girl elbowed me roughly and said, I think you've lost your way, kid.
Dude, why? Who would do that? If she looks like a literal toddler, why would someone come in and like punch her in the arm?
If only I had $1 for every time I heard that, I would be a millionaire by now. And with that, I pushed her aside and took my seat. When I did all the math problems correctly in the first lesson, the teacher called me over, looking all starstruck. Wow, Petra, you're a genius.
Wow. Okay, so she's super smart and she's super tiny. That's a combo, I guess. There you go.
Thanks. Why? Because you solved these algebra problems meant for.
Yo, I don't even know how to solve those problems. It's like you forget everything once you leave school. Like, why would you even need to know any of that? Like, I was literally an engineer.
I never used any of that.
But I am 12 years old. The teacher just giggled and then did something I hated.
Dang, that red background reminds me of the fact that it's literally 1,000 degrees in my apartment because my air conditioning's broke. So if I start sweating, you know
She
why?
pulled my cheek.
That's how I feel right now.
Oh, aren't you a little cutie pie? Yes, you definitely have the mind of a 12-year-old. No matter how many.
I mean, she just doesn't look that young. And the thing is, I really don't even know what a 12-year-old looks like. Like, to me, a 12-year-old and a 6-year-old almost look the same. I feel like I haven't seen that many, but they probably look, my 12-year-old fans watching right now, like, I do not look like I'm 6.
They all thought I was some kind of baby genius who'd been bumped up a few grades.
I mean, do these people have different definitions of baby? You literally have a full head of, like, well taken care of hair. We're just popping a bean in your mouth and calling you a baby? I mean, that takes more than that.
Eventually, I gave up
You look like a full girl. Like, you literally look like you're like 22.
and let everyone believe I was super smart.
Okay.
This didn't really help me become popular or make friends, though.
Okay, I agree with her on that. If you're that smart kid, you're treated different.
Jessica, the meanest girl in class, wasn't too happy because everyone thought I was the smartest, and she made sure everyone constantly made fun of me. Does your butt look big because you're wearing a diaper? What kind of language is that book in? Goo goo gaga?
Okay, well, I mean, look, honestly, if someone pulls that line out, like they're no longer the popular kid. They just lost their rank.
Another time, I was eating lunch by myself when Jessica suddenly stopped by my table. Aw,
What kind of school allows you to wear this dress or skirt? I'm sorry, what?
how is the baby gonna eat all that with her little baby teeth? Why are you this way, Jessica? What do you mean? I mean, why are you so awful to me? You're the most popular girl in class.
Did she just go from like an evil human being to a literal queen? I mean, how do we make that transition? That girl has a chest. This dude is simping hard for her.
But before you showed up, out of nowhere, I was the smartest too.
I don't see that happening. Is it likely that the most pretty and smart girl is the same person?
I just don't feel like that's true.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like those are different people most.
Fine, you're the prettiest and the smartest girl in the world. Can you leave me alone now, please? Sure, but let me mash everything for the little baby to eat first. And with that, she started pounding my food with her
Dude, it looks like she's like beating up a raw piece of fish, or like what kind of food is like purple? Like what literally could this be? I mean, it's like,
fist.
what?
OMG, you are such a psycho. And with that, I picked up the
What is that, dude? That literally looks like a piece of like pink construction paper. Y'all here eating it? Could be like an actual pig's nose.
smushed piece of cake and flung it at her face. She picked up my glass of juice and dunked it on my head. And before we knew it, everybody joined in for fun.
Yo, I've never been a part of a food fight in my entire life. Have you guys ever been in one? This seems kind of exciting. Like, I don't know if these actually happen, like legit in schools, or if this is like a thing from like just movies.
And a full-scale food fight had broken out. We both got detention. And after that day, I found a corner in the little playpen for the
What?
kindergarten
I was about to
kids
say, why do you class have one of these things?
and basically had lunch there by myself.
She has a Pop-Tart and a cheese
The
block.
next 3 years, until one day, Josh came and sat next to me.
Uh-oh.
Josh had just joined our class a few weeks ago, and he was a total babe.
I mean, look, it's weird the fact that she apparently looks like a toddler and this kid's like potentially hitting on her. I'm just gonna put it out there in the world, all right?
This is getting weird.
With all the popular girls drooling all over him, I was sure he wouldn't notice someone like me, which is why I was pretty
She
shocked
doesn't look that young.
to find him
I mean,
here.
like, she doesn't look like she's like a toddler.
Why do you always have lunch alone?
Is this your first time in high school? Of course, I don't expect someone like you to get it.
Oh, man, I hate that line. I don't expect someone like you to get it. Not here for it. Makes me cringe. I don't like it. I'm not on her team anymore. I can't be after
Hand
that.
and looked deep into my eyes.
I don't understand why someone as adorable as you is here either.
I really hope they don't fall in love because it just makes me uncomfortable.
I was so annoyed at how fast that made my heart beat. After that, Josh and I became really good friends.
He looks like a nice guy. Look at him. He's got a little Steve head, a little Minecraft shape there. I'm here for it, actually. I changed my mind. I'm here for it.
He'd always invite me to watch
He just pulled out what the heck is that?
football games.
That's a
and
football? Okay.
Started coming over to my place for study dates. Since he'd joined so late, he needed to do a lot of catching up, and I was more than happy.
Dude, what kind of high school even has that many books in the entire school, let alone just to catch up on? I mean, dude, I had like 3 books and half of them we didn't even use.
I hated to admit it. I just had the biggest crush on him. The annual spring dance was around the corner, and it was all anyone could talk about.
Is it just me, or are these dances always just like legit like the most awkward things? Like, it doesn't matter what you do, it's just really awkward always.
All the girls were yapping nonstop about their dresses and who they'd be going with. Of course, I was hoping Josh would ask me out, but when he didn't, I decided I didn't need to wait around like a sappy Disney princess. I'd ask him out myself.
Smart.
I bought tickets for the
Yo, we just got 3D. Look at this. Dang, the quality. I mean, we basically are opening up our own Disney animation studio.
Just as we were about to enter the theater, one of the cinema staff stopped me.
Hey, little girl, you can't go in. That's a PG-13 movie.
I'm almost 16. Here, look at my ID.
We see fake ID.
Do you even get ideas when you're under 16? I never had an idea until I actually got my driver's license.
Sorry, but I can't let you go.
And with that, he pushed me out of line and refused to
Oh
listen to
my
me
gosh.
anymore. Ah, I can't believe this. Let's go then.
Brutal.
Go? I mean, what's the point of wasting both the tickets? We'll still have dinner together, okay?
Oh, this guy's so sweet and wholesome. I thought he was gonna like leave her for the evil girl. I still think he will, but that was sweet.
Just like that, he turned and went inside.
Oh, never mind. He was a horrible person.
I was furious.
Me right now, because it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Celsius in my apartment.
When he finally came out after 3 hours, he was practically jumping with excitement.
OMG, that was epic. Iron Man snapped his fingers
I was literally about to say, a 3-hour movie, this has to be from Marvel.
and died, but he saved the world.
He'd not only watched the movie without me,
spoiled
he
it.
ruined it for me completely.
Yo!
Thought maybe the rest of the evening would go a little better, but boy was I wrong. At the end of the meal, when the waitress brought us our fortune cookies, I looked over excitedly at Josh to open his and read the little note inside.
Uh-oh.
Will you be my date for this?
Oh, that's actually the sweetest way to do that I think I have seen in a long time.
He looked up at me in complete shock.
Wow.
Petra, I don't know how to say this, but, no. How could you even think that? You're more like a little sister to me.
God dang, I said he was a good guy. I knew he was gonna be a bad guy. Here we go.
I've already asked Jessica out. Man,
I literally called this. It's just how it is, guys. This is the circle of life. The cool guy gets the girl, and the other girl doesn't get the guy, or the other guy doesn't get the girl. Just
you've really made things awkward.
I felt
that's a terrible way to handle it. You look, no, and also you've made it awkward. I mean, he just literally dug himself a hole.
utterly crushed and stupid. I flung a glass of water in
Good.
his face.
Do it.
I wish I could snap my fingers right now and make you disappear.
Good.
And with that, I ran out of there and
You made him melt. His skin was melting off his face. I think she poured acid on him.
took the bus home. I was off to college. My parents could visit me often or come bail me out every time an officer thought I was an underage driver.
She can't even see over the steering wheel.
Why are you police officers so dumb?
I think if she got tinted windows, it would solve a lot of her problems.
Can't you see I have a real license?
She doesn't mean that, officer. Come on, sweetie, let's go.
How did she get a country parents and she doesn't sound country? What the heck happened here?
Oh, my parents always had my back. but no one understood.
But what kind of family allows you to drive with your parents in the backseat? I feel like they would never allow me to do that when I'm 16. They're sitting right next to me, and they're literally talking about how everything I do is wrong when I drive.
Until I met Andrew. In my second year
Andrew.
at university, I took up a job as a professor's assistant for one of the courses.
So we literally fast forwarded 6 years, and you do look the same age.
Other students made fun of me behind my back, but one day they went really overboard. The professor
God.
was unwell, and I was taking the class in his place. As
You're
soon as I
teaching?
turned my back to the board, I got hit by a dozen paper balls. I turned around to see everyone snickering.
This stuff does not, I mean, does this happen? My school, this never happened. My college, this never happened. Like, if anyone threw a paper ball, you'd be in so much trouble. Like, I don't get it.
Or teacher, didn't your parents teach you any respect?
You're not our teacher. You can't even reach the top of the board without standing on a stool.
Dude, I had some short teachers. Like, I'm talking like 4'8", 4'7". Like, I'm talking like legitimately short. I think 4'11" is midget, and they were the most fierce teachers.
Go back to school, loser.
You can't behave this way with me. I want everyone who's responsible to apologize right now.
That is not
Or
a good
you'll
move.
do what? Go crying to your mommy?
I'll fail you in
What kind of college kid? Yo, their college is like a middle school.
every single assignment. You do remember I grade them, right?
Oh no, I'm scared. Miss Petra, will you forgive me if I give you a lollipop?
That's it. Get out.
Happy to.
Can you imagine if that's how she sounded when she was mad? That's it. Get out. It would be hard to take serious.
Come on, guys, let's go. We don't need to take orders from some high school smarty pants.
And just like that,
Oh my gosh, how is a guy so cool? He got the whole class to leave. I mean, what kind of jock? I mean, this dude is on a new league. He'd make Zac Efron look like a loser in High School Musical.
the whole
Jeez.
class walked out.
Good for this guy.
I tried to keep my cool, but when
I mean, jeez.
everyone had left, I burst into angry tears.
Wow,
Just
what a
then,
great shot
I
of
felt
tears.
a gentle tap on the shoulder, and I looked up to see that
Andrew.
it was Andrew, one of the students.
I'm
Look at him. Comes in with that scarf, that clean hair, that look of mystery. You know something's about
really
to go down.
sorry about the way they treated you. I think you're really smart and beautiful.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Music. We don't have music for 10 minutes.
Became friends, and soon after, we started dating. He was just the sweetest guy.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, story aside, that is a well-made shot. That is just beautiful artwork. I'm sorry, I like the art.
And even though he looked much older than me, he was never ashamed to hold my hand in public.
Oh, okay.
A few weeks later, I had an internship interview in another
It's weird because you do look like his child.
city, and Andrew offered to see me off at the airport. Just as I was leaving, he took my hand.
Oh,
Good
that's
luck,
so sweet.
babe. I hope you get it, but I'll really miss you.
And with that, he pulled me in for our first
Oh, the music.
kiss. My
Oh, the
head
feels.
was still
It's so
spinning
dramatic.
forward, and suddenly,
Oh, never mind.
I saw a few policemen
dripping
walking
blood?
towards us.
Oh, God.
Sir,
What's happening?
please move
Is that blood? What happened? Did you turn into a werewolf?
away from the kid.
Oh, God.
What's the problem,
was feeling it.
officer?
This was
We've
so
recently
romantical.
had many reports of a gang kidnapping young girls, and
Oh, God.
you need to come down to the station with us to answer a few questions.
Wait, what? He's
I mean, this is like realistic.
not a kidnapper. He's my boyfriend. And
Guys, you could literally see sweat beads on my face. I am legitimately dying right now.
the policeman didn't listen to a
She just carted him away? What the heck?
word we said,
Oh,
and
he's
we were
gone.
taken down to the station. My parents had to come down again with my birth certificate and baby pictures before they finally
Well, how many times is police officer gonna do it? I mean, you gotta call and be like, yo, hey, this is my daughter. She's fine. Check it up. You're good. Like, this is like, what? What the
let
heck?
us go. It turned out that the people at the airport had been making videos of the whole thing,
Oh,
and
God.
it had gone viral on social.
Kid caught kissing a man. Is that 20 million views? There ain't no way Mean Glassberg gets 20 million on that.
And to make things worse, the company I had an interview with wasn't happy that I didn't
Yo, that is the most boss-looking boss I've ever seen in my life. Like, if there's a CEO of a company, that is it. Like, you can't beat that.
So I lost the internship too.
The suit and the gray?
I was beyond
Classic.
furious now. I took to social media myself and posted a video talking about how I'd always been discriminated against because of the way I look.
I feel like this is gonna go viral. This video is gonna go big. I mean, she has only like 2 minutes to wrap this up, so I hope it goes big for her.
The video went viral and I started receiving a lot of
Did that say 2 billion views?
sympathy messages.
She has 15 million subscribers?
The public pressure made the police issue an official apology,
I want to get 15 million subscribers.
and the company even offered
Is he crying? Suit dudes like that don't cry. Suits don't have emotions.
me the internship again. But my condition had really sparked an interest in the public, and I was being invited to tons of
Oh, girl talk. Wow, well, I feel like you have to wear pink on a show like this, but that's a very nice logo. I love the girl talk logo, little heart.
interviews. All everyone wanted to know was the secret of my youth. Soon enough, I realized that people envied me.
Wait, is that her?
One morning,
Did
I
she
picked
change
up the
her
local
hair?
newspaper from the door and was
Oh.
horrified to see my face splashed across.
Girl discovers secret to eternal youth.
Babe, come here and look outside the window.
Oh,
To my
God.
shock, there was a massive crowd of people.
She's famous. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you don't want it, it's not good. But like, look at me, guys. I have 4 million subs. Not a single person recognized me. So
She's good.
Outside our apartment building.
does not
And the
happen.
minute they spotted me in the
I don't want
window,
this to happen.
they started screaming. Discovered the fountain of youth? Tell us where it is. What do you eat to look so young? I'll pay anything for
I bet they would actually pay anything. I bet.
it.
With your anti-aging formula for youthful skin, we can become millionaires. Come work for our skincare company.
Go become a millionaire, young lady. You have a special advantage to go scam people because you look young. Go take it.
I had to put an end to it.
Oh.
I opened the window and everybody became quiet to hear what I had to say. There is no secret. It's a condition I've always had, and it's
If it's a condition, it's 2021, we could genetically take apart her DNA and figure out what exactly that caused it and then sell that.
I've never had anyone take me seriously my whole life. I
it's so
spent
sad.
all of high school being
No.
bullied. My message to everyone is that we all need to learn to be happy in our own skins and
Wow.
accept everyone as they are.
Honestly, that's a really good message.
Thankfully, the
Yeah.
message spread
That's at 210 million views.
far and wide, and people didn't bother me again. But I still became pretty famous and was regularly called for talks on self-acceptance and
Wow.
against bullying. I'm married to Andrew now,
like
and we
that.
have 2 young kids. And secretly, I really don't mind at all
That's
when
so
someone
sweet.
says I don't look like a mom.
Yo, that's actually a nice, wholesome ending. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.